I was sitting in my armchair, staring at an old photograph, when my granddaughter said to me, "Grandpa, why do you look so sad?" I didn't answer her, just kept staring at that picture of my best friend, Jack, and me, taken back in 1965. We were standing in front of our favorite diner in a small town in Ohio, smiling like we own the world. My name is Walter. I'm 78 years old, and I'm about to share with you a lesson that took me a lifetime to learn. It's a lesson that I wish someone had told me when I was younger, and it's one that I hope you'll take to heart. I grew up in a small town in Ohio, where everyone knew each other's names. I had a best friend, Jack, and we did everything together. We worked at the local garage, went to the same high school, and even dated sisters. We were inseparable. But here is what I never told anyone. We had big dreams. We wanted to leave that town and make something of ourselves. We wanted to be rich, famous, and happy. We spent most of our free time talking about our future, about the cars we would own, the houses we would build, and the families we would have. We were convinced that we were going to make it big, that we were going to be the ones who would make our town proud. But as time went on, things started to change. Jack got married, had kids, and settled down. I, on the other hand, kept chasing my dreams, kept trying to make it big. I worked multiple jobs, saved every penny I had, and invested in every get-rich-quick scheme I could find. But here is what I never told anyone. I was so focused on making money that I forgot about the things that truly mattered. I forgot about my friends, my family, and my community. I forgot about the simple things in life that bring joy and happiness. I was so blinded by my ambition that I lost sight of what was truly important. And then, one day, I got a call from Jack's wife, telling me that he had passed away. He was only 50 years old. I was devastated. I had lost my best friend, my partner in crime, my brother. And as I stood at his funeral, looking at all the people who had come to pay their respects, I realized that I had made a terrible mistake. I had wasted so much time chasing after things that didn't truly matter. I had wasted so much time trying to make a name for myself, trying to make money, trying to be famous. And for what? So I could die alone, with a bunch of money in the bank and a bunch of possessions that I didn't need? But here is what I never told anyone. That moment was a turning point for me. It was a wake-up call, a reminder that life is short, and that we should focus on the things that truly matter. We should focus on our relationships, our health, and our happiness. We should focus on the simple things in life, like spending time with loved ones, like taking walks in nature, like reading books and learning new things. The lesson I learned is that life is not about accumulating wealth. It's not about achieving status, and it's not about being famous. Life is about living. It's about experiencing. It's about loving. It's about finding joy in the simple things, and it's about making the most of the time we have. And I'm telling you this because I don't want you to make the same mistakes I did. I don't want you to waste your life chasing after things that don't truly matter. But here is what I never told anyone. It's not too late to change. It's not too late to focus on the things that truly matter. It's not too late to make a difference in the world, to leave a lasting legacy. You can start today. You can start right now. You can take a step back and reevaluate your priorities. You can start focusing on the things that bring you joy, that bring you happiness. And that's what I did. I started focusing on the things that truly mattered. I started spending more time with my loved ones. I started taking care of my health, and I started pursuing my passions. And you know what? I've never been happier. I've never been more at peace. And that's what I want for you. I want you to be happy. I want you to be at peace. Now going back to that photograph and my granddaughter's question. Grandpa, why do you look so sad? I looked at her and I said, I'm not sad. I'm just remembering the past, and I'm grateful for the lesson I learned. I'm grateful for the journey. I'm grateful for the mistakes, and I'm grateful for the wisdom. And I hope you'll take this lesson to heart, and I hope you'll subscribe to my channel so we can continue this journey together. As I sat there, reflecting on the journey that had brought me to this moment, I couldn't help but think about the people who had supported me along the way. The friends who had listened to me, the family members who had encouraged me, and the strangers who had become like a second family to me. They had all played a role in shaping me into the person I am today, and I'm so grateful for their presence in my life. I thought about the struggles I had faced, the times I had felt like giving up, and the moments when I had doubted my own abilities. But I also thought about the triumphs, the moments of pure joy, and the sense of accomplishment that had come with overcoming each obstacle. And as I looked back, I realized that it was all worth it. Every struggle, every tear, and every moment of uncertainty had been a stepping stone on the path to where I am today. As I looked out at the world around me, I saw the beauty in the imperfections, the beauty in the struggles, and the beauty in the journey. I saw that life is not about the destination, but about the journey itself. It's about the people we meet, the experiences we have, and the lessons we learn along the way. And I knew that I wanted to share this message with others to help them see the beauty in their own journey and to encourage them to keep moving forward, even when the road ahead seems uncertain. I thought about the wise words of a friend who had once told me that the greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. And I knew that this was a lesson that I would carry with me for the rest of my life. It's a lesson that I want to pass on to others, to remind them that they are not alone, that they are strong, and that they are capable of overcoming anything that comes their way. As I sat there, feeling the warmth of the sun on my skin and the gentle breeze in my hair, I felt a sense of peace wash over me. I felt a sense of peace that came from knowing that I had learned, that I had grown, and that I had become a stronger, wiser, and more compassionate person. And I knew that this sense of peace was something that I wanted to share with others, to help them find their own sense of inner peace, and to remind them that they are never alone on their journey. I want to leave you with a final thought, a thought that I hope will stay with you long after this video is over. It's a thought that has been on my mind for a while now, and it's a thought that I believe has the power to change our lives. It's the thought that our struggles, our mistakes, and our imperfections are not weaknesses, but strengths. They are the things that make us unique, that make us human, and that make us beautiful. And I hope that you will remember this, and that you will carry it with you on your own journey, wherever it may take you. As you walk your own path, I want you to remember that it's okay to stumble, it's okay to fall, and it's okay to not have all the answers. Because in the end, it's not about being perfect, it's not about having it all together, it's about being brave enough to be yourself, even when that's the hardest thing to do. It's about embracing your quirks, your flaws, and your fears, and using them as fuel to propel you forward. I want you to remember the times when you felt like giving up, when the darkness seemed too much to bear, and when the voices of doubt and fear were screaming in your ear. I want you to remember those moments, because it's in those moments that you discovered your own strength, your own resilience, and your own capacity to overcome. And it's in those moments that you will find the courage to keep going, to keep pushing forward, even when the road ahead seems uncertain. Because the truth is, our lives are not defined by our successes or our failures, but by the moments in between. The moments when we chose to get back up, to keep going, and to keep pushing forward, even when it felt like the whole world was against us. Those are the moments that make us who we are, that shape us into the people we are meant to be, and that give us the strength to keep going, no matter what. And I hope that as you look back on your own journey, you will see that it's not the big moments, the milestones, or the achievements that define you, but the small, quiet moments of courage, of kindness, and of compassion. The moments when you chose to listen, to help, and to support someone in need. The moments when you chose to be there for someone, even when it was hard, even when it was inconvenient, and even when it felt like it wouldn't make a difference. Because in the end, it's not about the grand gestures, the big donations, or the public displays of charity. It's about the small, everyday acts of kindness, of empathy, and of love. It's about the way we treat each other, the way we speak to each other, and the way we show up for each other. It's about the way we choose to live our lives, with intention, with purpose, and with heart. And I hope that as you continue on your own journey, you will remember that you are not alone. You are part of a larger community, a larger family, and a larger web of humanity that is connected, interconnected, and interdependent. You are part of a world that is full of beauty, full of wonder, and full of magic. And you are part of a world that needs your unique perspective, your unique voice, and your unique contribution. So don't be afraid to make your mark, to leave your imprint, and to make a difference. Don't be afraid to take risks, to challenge the status quo, and to push the boundaries of what's possible. Don't be afraid to be yourself, to speak your truth, and to stand up for what you believe in. Because in the end, it's not about being perfect, it's not about being liked, and it's not about being accepted. It's about being true, being authentic, and being brave enough to be yourself, no matter what.